remind the slaves they ain't gonna make it out alive today. I said, hey.
Don't look at what's in front of you.
Smile is something special, a ribbon is something rare. So I'll be special and I'll be rare with a smile and a ribbon in my hair. To be a girl they notice takes more than a fancy dress. So I'll be noticed because I'll dress with a smile and a ribbon in my tresses. The bigger my toothy grin is, the smaller my troubles grow. The louder I say I'm happy, the more I believe it's so. So I'll have that extra something, 'cause I'll know what to wear. So I'll be special and I'll be rare. I'll be something beyond compare. I'll be noticed because I'll wear a smile and a ribbon in my hair. The bigger my toothy grin is, the smaller my troubles grow. The louder I say I'm happy, the more I believe it's so. So I'll have that extra something, 'cause I'll know what to wear. So I'll be special and I'll be rare. I'll be something beyond compare. I'll be noticed because I'll wear a smile and a ribbon in my hair.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Plus Arcade, man. Welcome to 2026, man. I took a little bit of a break there. It was just fatigue of GT7, man. GT7 was getting so stale, and I was busy, had some stuff going on in real life, but I'm back, man. Let's just jump right into it. I don't really got nothing to say. Look where we're at. We're at Road Atlanta. All right, I suck here. Damn, I suck shit here bad. Anyway, racing mediums, racing softs, 22 laps, 161 points on deck. We're in GT1 League, low-level A lobby, and yeah, man, we're just gonna get into it, dude. It's kind of, the strategy is kind of, it's about 10 laps on soft, 12 laps on mediums, somewhere around there, whatever you want to do. That's kind of what the pros were doing, the big timers were doing. 12 laps on mediums, 10 laps on soft, something like that. Any variation of that would work. But we're going to get in there, man. We're starting P8, or I'm going to start right in the middle. 16 cars in the grid. I'm starting P8. Qualifying didn't go as well as it should have. I wasn't really up to speed. I only got about 30 minutes of practice, and I haven't raced in 6 weeks. 5 or 6 weeks I have not raced, guys. So this is the first race in a while, the Exhibition 1 of the 2026 Manufacturers Cup. I chose McLaren because I haven't been racing lately, so I had to pick old, tried and true, something I'm comfortable with because I haven't raced for a little bit over a month. So I'm a little nervous. I haven't been in an online race, guys, in over a month. I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm not great at Road Atlanta. All 6 rounds of this exhibition are GT3 cars, or Group 3 cars. So I went with McLaren because I felt most comfortable with it. Let's get into it, man. Hit me with that intro. Hit me with that sweet, sweet music. drop on the driving corner, baby. Okay, guys, we're starting on the softs. Remember, the target is around 10 laps, give or take. If I can make it 10 laps, that'd be great. The last 12 will be on mediums. Fight for P1 right up front here, lap 1. You know how the carnage is. If you've ever seen one of my videos before, I try to stick tight for the first lap or two, wherever the carnage is. After the race, I show bloopers during a race review, and then I got a treat for you at the end. So wait till the end. The DTM Championship came down to the last lap of the last race. It was absolutely amazing. I also like to explode the inputs so you can see the throttle and the brake inputs as best as I can wherever it's critical or whenever I find that it's interesting or maybe helpful to someone. This circuit requires there's a lot of turns that don't require a 100% braking. There's a lot of corners that are just very light braking to 50% to 70% braking, and it's all about that. A couple guys in front of us got a few half-a-second penalties, which I was lucky enough to avoid for the most part throughout this circuit. We got one position after P8. We started P8. We got one position after turn 2 for that fight for P1 that you saw up in the corner. Then I snagged one more position right there on the Honda NSX as he serves his penalty. I wasn't able to catch the second guy that had a half-a-second penalty. He's right in front of me right now as we do the final chicane, going to start lap 2. So P6 it is to start lap 2. After a couple more things happen, we're going to start to jump around a little bit. It got a little bit lonely here, but we have P5 right in front of me here, man. The Super is going to make a mistake going into the next section. Here's a little bit of inputs for you so you can see that braking is very touch and go. You got to be very careful. I almost went wide here, had to lift a little bit and try to gain myself so I wouldn't go over that curb. This is another turn that doesn't require a lot of braking through that chicane. It's just very, very technical. I'm good at it. I'm not great. It is what it is. I gotta race more. It's just that simple. There's a lot of people, one person in particular, Parquet, people lose it here a lot, guys. A lot of people lost it there for sure. So I settled into P5 here. We're gonna jump to lap 4. Not too much happened in those 2 laps there. We got a couple things coming up, a couple mistakes can be made in front of us, which is hilarious, wonderful, doesn't matter. This guy just decided to park his car right there. Hey, buddy, you can't park right there, dude. I don't know what he was thinking. Anyway, up to P4. So, you know, the main players of this race are right here, okay? We have P1's on the softs, P2 is on mediums, Drelix and P3 is on softs, I'm on softs, and Mergor, the dive-bombing Mexican behind me in P5 is on mediums. That's pretty much most of the people that we're going to deal with in this race. I don't have too many interactions, man. A lot of clean air in this one. Must have been a skill gap in the lobby I was in. Doesn't really make a difference, man. Either way, those are the tires that we're on, so you know what our targets are. 10 laps on the softs. Medium people are going 12 to 14 in here. It was a little bit wild. I don't know. I think even the guy from P2, he goes even deeper, man. He went to 15. I think he went to lap 15 on those mediums before switching off to the softs, which may work out for him. I guess we're going to find out here soon enough. But those are the main players. Everybody else in the race, who cares about them? We don't even see them. Doesn't even matter. Either way, we come through here. Drelix on the mediums gets loose here and just now he comes back, man. He must have survived that fairly well. We'll see it in the bloopers how he went off circuit. There's the look of my tires after 4 laps, completing 4 laps. Tires are looking okay. They're not terrible, but man, it looks like it might be a struggle to get to 10. Diesel here on the mediums in P2 on the 7th lap. This is about as close as I get to him. He was on the mediums, but my softs are starting to hurt really bad right now, so there wasn't too much I could do. My lap times are super consistent, so I was able to kind of stay with him, but he had strong pace, man. Diesel had really strong pace here on the mediums and on the softs, but you can see with those softs worn out at the end, man, I was losing 2 seconds a lap. It was really punishing. Maybe I should have boxed a little bit early and not tried to do what the pros do. That full fuel load with the soft tires, I think wore the tires a little bit more than what I expected. Most of the pros started on mediums and switched to the softs at the end, and me using the soft compound at the beginning with the load of the fuel being on the vehicle, I think wore them a little bit quicker than what I was expecting. And maybe I should have just taken it on the chin and boxed. Diesel, I think, went to, like I said, 14 or 15 laps on the medium. So maybe I could have adjusted my strategy slightly. I was just trying to, man, when I watch those pros, man, in the top splits do it, they're always just right on the money with all the strategies. So I just tried to do what they did because I figured it was going to be best. But maybe my skill wasn't up to their level and I need to adjust properly like that. But, you know, anyway, there's our gaps. All right, there's our gaps. We still got some mediums in front of us. Either way, we come through here at the end of that, the outlap wasn't too bad. The outlap wasn't bad. It is what it is. I think we're going to get a couple positions here as we go. I think, yeah, Dralick's finally off the mediums, right on schedule on lap 12. Actually, I think he came in a lap early before he switches. He came in on lap 11, I believe that would have been, because we're on 12 now. So he went 11 laps on the mediums, and he's going to go the rest on softs. You see his gap there, about 7 seconds to Dralick's. Now, he's going to hunt me down. We're P10 right now, lap 12. We got 11 laps to go, and Dralick's is going to come back at us later on those softs. Keep that in mind. But remember those 4 seconds we lost earlier in the race? They will come back to haunt me a little bit. In the end, a couple more here, a couple more positions. All those medium runners are starting to come in, so we get elevated up to P7. In between the laps where I'm just jumping around a little bit, guys, absolutely nothing happened. If something happened, I'd be showing it to you. Starting lap 14 here, one of the final medium runners come in. We still got a couple medium guys in front of us. We're going to follow through here because we have to, up to P6, by the way. Is a podium on, or are we going to fight for this win? I'm not really sure, but we're going to follow this guy down this very difficult S section because he's going to do what it seems like the main trend was for this race, where everyone got loose and dumped their entire race, was right here around this corner. I saw so many people dump their cars right here in the bloopers. It was crazy. I don't know. I get it, but you know that curb is just a little bit. It'll get you off balance a little bit. You have to be careful on that curb. Final medium runners come into the box at this point. Starting lap 15, nothing happened other than what I showed you. Those final medium guys come off. There's one more guy that hasn't boxed yet, and that is Diesel. He stayed on those mediums forever. We're back on the podium. P3. The leader is about 26 seconds ahead of me, and that's Diesel on the mediums. He's finally coming off of them, and he's going on to the softs for his final stint. His mediums went so well for him, and remember that 4 to 5 seconds I lost because I stayed on the softs too long and probably should have got off of them and went on to the mediums early. Watch Diesel. He ends up coming out in P2 after he boxes off of the mediums, and the lead is they're 5 seconds ahead of me, and I lost about 4 seconds, about 4.5, somewhere between 3.5 to 5 seconds with staying on the softs a little bit too long because I was just trying to match what the pros did instead of doing what my skill level was capable of doing, and maybe I need to be a little bit more aware of that in the future.
No, we're not doing that.
If I would have adjusted and boxed a little bit early, I'd be right in their gearbox, but instead, not all is lost. They're right there, man. P1 and P2 are right there. I can see them. When you can see them, you know they are one mistake away from having to deal with me, or if they fight with each other, they're going to have to deal with me. So the podium is on, the win is on. You just have to stay focused and keep your head down. Nothing really happened, man. They didn't start fighting with each other until around right now. If you see those times are very, very close, man. The leader and to P2 is very similar, so I know they're getting ready to fight, and right here they swap positions. So P1 and P2, I'm starting to get excited. We're on the penultimate lap. We jumped to lap 21 right there. But let's just go back and take a look at how that happened, because I was expecting a fight, and if they would have fought a little bit, maybe I would have been able to come back to this, but there wasn't much of a fight. This guy on fresh softs, the guy on mediums, remember footing or whatever his name is, footlang, whatever it is, he is on the same worn mediums as I am right now, and he just that was just lack of focus. He just went a little bit wide. We'll see from his angle in just a second here. I don't really see anything. I don't know if anyone sees anything. Feel free to tell me. I just feel like he just miscalculated how much he had to turn in right there. It came from a weird angle. Just a brain fart. He went a little bit wide and had no choice. Then he almost touched the grass right here, and that would have been devastating for him. He would have spun, and he would have ruined his entire race if he would have touched that grass. So I get, man, he had a major butt pucker moment right there for sure. And Dralick's behind me pushed me the full way. You see on lap 21, we're about to start the final lap. He got it under 2 seconds. He was down to like 1.8. He pushed me the whole way, man. He came back on those softs. He ran that. All I kept telling myself was just keep putting in clean laps. Do as best I can. Be consistent. There's no way he can catch you if you're just consistent, because his softs are going to wear out at the end. And they did, because right at the end here, you'll see up around 2 seconds, and it's still, I started to stretch it out a little bit on. But Diesel had the pace the whole way. He made his adjusted strategy. That's what I should have done. I should have known, hey, the softs, aren't good enough. I need to adjust. I need to come in a little bit early. He made the good decision, stayed on the mediums. He stayed on the mediums about 3 laps longer than what I did, and that would have benefited me, man. Like I said, you saw I lost 3.5 to 5 seconds with staying on those softs for too long. He did not do that, so he got not only the benefit of not doing that, but he just drove a little bit better than me, and he deserved the win, and that's it. And you know, it just first race in over a month to get a podium in the Manufacturers Cup and GT1 League. I'm happy with that. Let's move into these bloopers. Real quick race review bloopers, then we'll see the DTM final lap championship.
911, what's your emergency?
Hey, thanks, can we talk? I don't know what to do cause I'm nauseous. Okay, sir, tell me where you are. I don't know, and I can't stop this. Fill my body up with these toxins. How do I get this out of my chest?
Okay, we don't got that much in the race bloopers, race review. This guy just had a nice little switchback here, man. I thought this was just some solid racing. I'll start you off here. They gave each other space, man. Even gave them some space out at the edge. Really appreciated that type of clean driving from Chesnick. This guy, first turn, first lap, dude, he just pulled tires. It just got a little bit wide, man, and it just kept on going. All right, this was a homeboy on his tank slapper that we have it right in front of me. It just gives it 2 angles of just how easy that is, man. It's just a tank slapper. It's rough, man. Then here goes one of those spinners coming out of that one turn, and they just keep on turning, man. It's really tough. A lot of people wreck right there. Poor guy. And then here's another one, Mergur. He's actually a very solid driver. He's kind of a nemesis of mine, but he dumps it in a different place. But you know, very similar. That wide curve, getting on it a little bit too fast. It's just a little bit too much. There's the classic. That's the classic shit right there, man. Everyone does that. Now we're gonna highlight Bean. Bean is a dirty freaking sea sucker. Okay, so you saw that move. Maybe he was trying to avoid a little bit, but here's the very next turn. Look what he does. Sticks his nose up the inside. Yeah, maybe he was close, far enough along that car needed to not turn in. But here, I've got a couple more examples. What about that? How do you feel about that move on Trailix? Was that
Nothing,
on?
just
was
an
that a good
incident
move?
on the race.
Going from 3-4 tenths back and nudging his quarter panel, which are right front. And here, look at this one. Very next turn, look what he does. He stuffs his nose up inside the inside, having no business sticking his nose in there and pushing people to pass. Again, this is the angle from behind. Like this is dude trying to just push you and get you out of position and nudge you so he can pass you. It's really dirty ass driving. Bean, you should team Bean.
Right, DJ, right away.
Oh my God, I can't talk. Bean, team Basil. Bro, you're dirty as fuck. Like, look at you. Now you're he's the car that's leading right now. He keeps trying to block over and to try to defend as much as possible. Dude in the Porsche hits him with an absolute switchback. And I'm gonna highlight the fact that Bean tries to steer into the Porsche twice right here, and then again to try to slow his momentum going up that hill. And I'm gonna give you a clear example of it. There is no getting around it. There is no, well, maybe it just was a no. How about the telemetry? How about this? We're inside Bean's vehicle right now. There's a car on the outside. Look at his red dot, bro. He is turning to the outside, turning to the he's turning to the right, he's turning to the right, he's turning to the right, knowing he has somebody on his outside right there. It's really disgusting, dude. This dude is dirty. If you see Bean Team Basil, I don't know what his deal is. Maybe he's just having a bad day. I don't like to condemn anyone over just one bad day. This was the eventual winner. He was just driving great. He was getting in there. That's where his tires were on the mediums. You know, 15 laps in, man, he was doing a really great job on those tires, and he just was an alternate strat. It just really worked out. This is whenever he took over the lead of the race on the racing softs compared to the racing mediums, and he just took control of the race from there, from footing or footing or whatever his name is. And it was just a solid move. There was nothing really too dangerous about it, and that was it, man. And then it really just, man, wasn't too many bloopers. It was just some things I wanted to highlight for the most part. You know, leave you here with a clip from me where I'm absolute dog shit. And we're just going to keep on going here. It's just, I don't know. I just, in general, I feel like, you know, it was a solid race by everyone, but there's a couple people that were being pretty dirty. I just wanted to keep my nose clean. You know how I am, guys. I keep my nose clean early, try not to get in any trouble, no fighting. I reserve all my battling until the last couple laps of the race, because everything before that doesn't freaking matter, dude. But guys, it's been about a month since I posted a video. I hope you like it. I hope you like the format. It's a similar format as I always do. If you think I should change something, let me know. I'm just trying to do my best to learn what people want to watch, what people want to see. I just like highlighting the best parts of the race and just showing some race reviews, some blooper type stuff, man. I like showing wild shit that happens throughout the race. I like talking about race technicalities and certain things like that, etiquette, that kind of thing, man. I like highlighting and exploding the input views of steering and braking and acceleration and all the different things that you can do, and just try to give some general advice from people that are maybe, you know, a driver that's close to my skill level. And if I can help you, if I just help just one person out of all the people that watch this video, then everything I'm doing is worth it. And I just want to just try to help people and just race and be a competent, you know, decent, above average level driver, and just in my humble opinion, and be able to help other people that, you know, may be similar to me in the skill level, and can just, we all just improve and just become better drivers. And that's really what I want. I love all racing games. I love racing in real life. I fix cars for a living. I'm into souping up cars on my own. I do a lot of performance work, or I used to at least, and I'm just really into it. If anyone has any problems with their cars, you got problems, car trouble, whatever it is, you think something's going on, feel free, man. I was a technician for a very long time. I've been working in automotive dealerships for a really long time. I know quite a bit about cars. If you ever have any problems with anything, feel free to reach out to me in the comments. If you have issues with just your 1992 Mazda frickin' Mirage broke down, and you want to, you know, ask me, hey, this happened, what do you think's going on with it? I'll be happy to answer you, man. Just make a comment and we'll have a conversation, man. I'm just a regular guy playing the game. Next race up is Dragon Trail with rain, and it was something else, man. I had a pretty good result there, but I also had a shocker there as well. And my last race, round 3, guys, I did not so great. It was actually pretty embarrassing. I really didn't like it, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. So, love you guys. Here comes the outro. The DTM Championship came down to the last lap, and it was absolutely glorious. Hopefully, I can capture a little bit of the magic of what it was, so you guys can watch that, check it out, hit like, hit subscribe, hit all the buttons, do all those things, share it with a friend, tell someone, dude, stop watching garbage sim racing content and come watch me, because I'm awesome. So, alright, man, love you guys, see you in a little bit.
Ayhan is about to win the race and become the first ever Turkish driver to win the DTM Championship. He comes through, he goes through, they're going to get one more lap at this, and just didn't quite squeeze through, so going to get a final lap. They must have crossed the line with about a second left on it, so even more stress, he's got to do it one more time. Goodness me, 4.5 kilometres has never felt so long.
Oh, what an insane finish to the race. So Jordan Pepper also receiving the black flag. The stewards are clearly absolutely certain about the decision they made to do with that overtaking issue. But that's irrelevant for the championship now, because Ayhan Şengün into the hairpin. Marco Wittmann is closed up again. One last chance.
Here we go. Defend like you've never defended before. He thought he got it done. He's got to do it again. Marco Wittmann's almost into the back of Ayhan Şengün. You're on board now with him. So now he really has got half a lap to go. Oh, he could do without this stress. Marco Wittmann is almost pushing him through turn 7. There's about 2 inches between them. He tries the outside line. Marco Wittmann never, ever gives up. He's trying to get up the inside. Ayhan Şengün closes the door, goes through that sequence of corners, gets out of turn 11 into the final sector, and now he defends. Here comes Marco Wittmann up the inside of him, and Marco Wittmann, with a few corners to go, gets the lead of the race. And if Lucas Sauer is promoted up to inside goes Ayhan Şengün on the grass, back into the lead of the race. He will not give up, he will not yield. He has got to win this race to make sure he wins the championship. Brilliant stuff. What a battle this has been. Through the final corner, this time he's done it, but Marco Wittmann is going to push him all the way to the line. Now he sees the flag, now he's the champion. Wow, have you ever seen anything like that?
Whoa!
Wow! Have you ever seen anything like that?
Und es geht auf die letzte Runde.
So now he really has got half a lap to go. Oh, he could do without this stress. Marco Wittmann is almost pushing him through turn 7. There's about 2 inches between them.
Die letzte Hoffnung für Luki Auer wäre es, wenn Marco Wittmann an Eiernstein-Güven vorbeifährt. Dann wäre wieder Luki Auer Meister.
Marco Wittmann never ever gives up. He's trying to get up the inside. Eiernstein-Güven closes the door.
Quite intense last lap.
Goes through that sequence of corners, gets out of turn 11 into the final sector.
Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing. I was fully in the zone.
Achtung! Marco Wittmann. One last chance.
Here we go.
Was sind denn das hier für letzte Kilometer? Güven gegen Wittmann.
Defend like you've never defended before.
Güven wehrt sich.
Nein.
Marco Wittmann jetzt auf der besseren Linie.
I think from my side I did it pretty fair.
And Marco Wittmann, with a few corners to go, gets the lead of the race.
Wittmann tried everything to beat me, but he didn't.
Out the inside goes Eiernstein-Güven on the grass.
Was ist da los? Güven Linie 3. Sachskurve. Zurückhaltung gibt es hier nicht mehr. In der letzten Runde. What an insane finish to the season.
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!